Hey guys, Gene Graves here. I just got done at work and got home and having a manga haul. So, um, so guys, I decided on swapping my manga hauls up. I'm gonna actually be looking at you guys now. That might change a little later on after I get my room sorted through a little more. I might sit at the table and put it like over on the side so you can see it as I'm stacking them up and stuff. So anyway, um, so yeah, manga haul. The first thing I want to say though on this video is that if you guys noticed, you might not have. Nobody's asked me about it, which is great. I deleted all of my manga reviews since that's what they were kind of going after. And you know who I'm talking about. So I decided to do that because I sent in another application to Viz to try and see if they will basically let me, have like a consent form to show like the inside of their manga, different stuff like that. They can't really keep anybody from showing the outside of it, but to show the inside and actually like get into it and stuff like that, I wanted to have that okay so I could show you guys like, hey, this is what this manga is about, different stuff like that. I feel like I got a little sun today. Does it look like I got a little sun? You guys think so? Just a little bit? Am I darker than I usually am? So anyway, that is the reason why I did not want to have to worry about them going in there and seeing it, or somebody else. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Preferably a company like the mother company that's like in Japan. I hope that's a big enough hint. So anyway, I figured if I had the consent form, then I would kind of have somebody at my back instead of having to deal with it all up front like a bunch of you guys have. I think the third one of you guys, some of you guys are like really good friends with me. Some of you guys, we could be better, just saying, that have gotten taken down. So I just, I don't really want that to happen, so that's kind of why I got rid of my reviews. But if you've seen Harry Potter, a phoenix, from the ashes, hopefully we can bring all those manga reviews back. If not, I don't know which ones were, and I just kind of went kind of happy because I know I could go through them, and everybody else's I could leave up there, except for like the Viz, Shonen Jump, Shonen Sunday, Shoujo Beat, stuff like that. So I just decided to take them all down because for some of them too, it was kind of outdated. Like I did the review when there were like 1 or 2 out, and now there's 14 of them out or something like that. So I just decided that I was going to just redo them. Ones that I could have done, I just decided I was going to go back and redo those. I didn't want to worry about it. Maybe this time do a little more research, and maybe I don't know, talk some more about it. I really think, guys, the big thing that I want to do with the manga reviews is actually do live streams with them and have, like let people put out a video to say, hey, I'm going to do a live stream on this manga or these couple of manga, however it is, and kind of go from there. Just say, hey, and that way I'll be on the clock. Everybody will know when I'm going to do it and everything. And if anybody has any questions, they don't have to ask me really in the comments unless they're not on the live channel or anything like that, or on the live show. But that way you guys can ask me in real time and I can answer, your questions about it. So that's kind of the other premise behind that hopefully I can get that done with. But like I said, if not, then I can just show you the cover, the back, and all that other stuff. Can't really show you the inside because of spoiler reasons, and getting tagged. So, Anyway, I just kind of figured I wouldn't do that, so I decided that I was just gonna kind of revamp the channel a little bit as far as that goes. Even though I was a little upset to take down. God, I don't know. Probably about 200 something reviews that I'd done, and stuff like I had first started on my channel. So I just kind of decided, like, hey, maybe it's time for a revamp. All those old ones, you know, I can't really do anything with them. I did keep one relic though. If you know about it, my very first video is like this instead of sideways like the rest of them. That was when I was first starting out. I didn't know how to do anything on the phone, so I did a video like this with my phone standing up instead of sideways, so it would be a perfect screen and all that on the computer. So that is the only one I actually left on there that was, well, a relic from that, besides like my manga reviews. You know, because I think my manga reviews cut out maybe my first 2 months of being on YouTube. So, yeah. But, guys, like I said, it's fine. We will move forward from this. If I can do the manga reviews in real time, then you guys will be able to ask me about it. You know, and the other thing is, if I'm looking at it to show myself something, you know, like this one, this is Dark Horse, so if I'm trying to remember something and I start looking at it like this, as long as I don't show you guys anything, I don't think there's a problem with it. So, yeah, and I can use it to kind of jump my memory. So, man, I've explained a lot for 7 minutes. Anyway, if you were watching the time clock, let's get on with this manga review. There's some good stuff in this, some stuff that some other people have seen, some stuff that I'm a little behind catching up on, but we will look at it and hopefully you guys will love it. But like I said, the other thing I'm going to try and do is get in front of the camera more instead of doing other stuff, unless it is like me doing a video where like I'm walking through a store or something like that, you know. So that's really about it. So hopefully you guys will like these hauls, or haul, since it is 2 boxes. But we'll get into the first one. So this is a little one, Right Stuff and everything. Not only that, I figured if there was anything in here, like my receipt or whatever stuff that I usually take out before, I can kind of take it out, because then I don't have to worry about, you know, blocking manga or anything like that, or I can cut it out, or, you know, whatever. So it's like Christmas all over again. But yeah, so hopefully this is better for y'all. That way you can kind of see my reaction to some of these. I'm like, I can't wait. I really want to look at it before I show it to you guys. Oh man, yeah, I can't wait. This is one, I can't remember when I got it, but I got it when I was like super enjoying the manga I was reading, and I was like, this has got to be one that I get. It just looks fantastic. But it is Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu. I think it's kind of like backwards on there a little bit, because we're going to have to read it like Japanese, guys. We're going to have to read it this way. So, yeah, Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu. This is the first one. Has, looks like some hot pot food and beer on there, you know, besides the front with the beer and everything. This one, I can't wait. It looked really great. And so whenever it first came out, I think I was reading, I think I had just gotten done with like a Delicious and Dungeon volume, and I was like, oh my god, I have to get this, you know. Grand Blue Dreaming Volume 2. This is one I'm waiting to get into. I can't wait to get into it. As you know, though, I'm trying to get caught up on some of my other ones, which, hopefully I can. Probably the only thing I'll add to it is Nobu, because that was one that's high on my list. Um, Woohoo! I can't wait. Nico Gahara, Stray Cat Samurai. This is volume 4. Can't wait to read this one. This one is pretty fun to read. There's just a building on the back. But I have read the first 3 of this. It is a great series. Going back to deleting the reviews, that's probably one of the only things I hate, is that I had a rating system that was on there. And so now I'll just have to go back and do the rating system. I put 5 stars. So I have to go in and redo that. That way we can be up to date with it. This one, Golden Kamuy. This is volume 6. Really great series. Can't wait to get into it at all. That's the back of it. This one is, I feel like, is great, like super great. And I actually saw somebody have a video on what they thought the next top 3 is. I kind of argued with part of that list because 2 of them are kind of the same. I would say Golden Kamuy will probably be one of that. They were going off of Shonen Jump ones, but Sig, is still another one. And I think this one could, if they want to include it like that, Golden Kamuy would be a really great runner-up for that. So those are the 4 we got. Golden Kamuy, Nika Gahara, Stray Cat Samurai, Volume 4. Golden Kamuy was Volume 6. Grand Blue Dreaming, Volume 2. And Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu, Volume 1. So that's all that was in the first box. Let's get the second box out. That one was little. This one's big. I'm really like up in the camera's face, just saying. Whew. There's some heavy volumes in here, guys. I'm sorry. And this one is a bigger box. When I ordered them, I kind of got 2, so I was like, okay, well, let me, sorry. I was trying to move all the siding down, and I was like, oh my god, it's crushing me. I was trying to move everything, move everything down so I could pull them out of here. There's just some random sheets of paper here and there. So this one, I kind of got some new series, but they were ones that have been like sitting on my list forever. The whole idea was this one to... I was already getting up to date on my series that I had. The other thing I wanted to do, though, was get my volumes of these ones that had been like not sitting in my cart, but in my... if you know Right Stuff, you have your cart, and then you have like your wish list area on the bottom, and then you have like your actual like wish list stuff that are like in that you can tag in each book. Well, this is like down there underneath the thing. These have been sitting in there for a while, so I went ahead and I bought some of those because I was like, I can't wait any longer. I really want to do this. And I was also thinking about whenever Bazaar comes and we work on the shelves and put them in order of like, whatever, where the people who wrote the same book with all that stuff, or wrote the same authors basically, that I would be able to do that. And some of them I had on there that I wanted to do. I wasn't going to get to, though, and so I was like, why not? I'll just go ahead and buy these, I didn't really have a lot, and there was a series that I really wanted and had been seeing everywhere, and I kept going to like my local bookstores, and I kept finding some of the copies, but they were like ripped or in bad condition, something like that. It's fine if there's a couple crinkled pages, but I don't want somebody that has ripped the back of the cover or something like that. That's just annoying. So anyway, starting out, I got this one. This one is heavy as heck. And I would probably say because it doesn't have paper, it's all like, I don't know what to say. It's not paper. It's like whenever you have colored pages, that's what it feels like, all of it. So it's not actual paper. This one, though, is the Time Killers short story collection by Kazui Kato. This is the guy that did Blue Exorcist and something else, I believe. But, yeah. See if he did anything else. He did Time Killers and some other stuff. A lot of good stuff in this, though. I don't know how many short stories there are. Let me look. But yeah, these pages, like this, the front cover feels like these pages that are in here, so it's kind of weird. There is The Rabbit and Me, which looks like a good one. Looks kind of like it's like a Tiger and Bunny kind of one, maybe a little not as high tech. Tomato. See if there's anything else in here. There's another person that looks like a bunny. The Time Killers. Oh, this one is The Warrior Born of the Red Earth. Master and I. A lot of different stuff though, and I'm sure like maybe the Time Killer is like the last one that's in here. The Miyaguchi Mansion Incident. I guess the whole volume is just called Time Killers. But yeah. So that is that, and it, like I said, it is heavy as heck. Oh, I'm gonna put this one on this side so we can kind of show it at the end, I guess. Tomochan is a girl. This one's kind of a funny one. It sounded really good, so hopefully I can get into it. You guys know though I don't like 4-panel story lines and stuff like that. It's kind of a pain in the butt for me, but as you guys know, I bought it, so I'll move forward with it and I'll enjoy it. Either way that I guess I figure it out. Is it wrong to try and pick girls up in a dungeon? Odd Days of Goddess. This is kind of like the second one of Days of Goddess. It's just kind of a 4-panel short story. I'll show you the back of it. I forgot to show you the back of Tomochan. But yeah, that one I actually kind of enjoyed that first one of just the Days of Goddess. This one's Odd Days Goddess, so hopefully we can figure that out a little bit. To Love Rue Darkness, Volume 6. Haven't even gotten to start on that one yet, so hopefully soon, after I get done reading all this other stuff, which I hope is coming soon. There's just a couple of like new stuff that I'm like, I'm gonna move it up in the list and kind of read it with these ones because they're something that fits like my genre, and when I first saw it I was like, oh my god, I want to read that. That's kind of where I'm at, like if anything moves up besides, you know, whatever. Oh boy. This is one I really can't wait to read. I'm pretty sure because of the border and everything, it comes from our people that did Delicious and Dungeon. But this is Dragon Goes House Hunting. You know, it looks kind of like the dragon from Delicious and Dungeon. I like how they did the letters though, where their letters are shiny. That's the back of it. There's like a wizard and some harpies and some other stuff around there. But yeah, hopefully this one's really good as far as it goes with the dragon. Maybe it's like a spin-off for Delicious and Dungeon. I'm not 100% sure. But that would be pretty cool. The Ancient Magus Bride novel 9. This one I haven't read yet. And And I'm also like really, really chomping at the bit for this one because it's one of the ones that I've been wanting to read, but then I made the decision to try and catch up on everything, and I was kind of like, I'll hold off until I get caught up. So, little pain in the butt there, but hey, what are you gonna do? So this one's gonna be a two-parter. I'm gonna show you. So we got Monster Soul 1 and Monster Soul 2. Flip it backwards so you guys can see it like that. So this one is actually Hiro Mashima. You guys know him. You know, he's the guy that did Fairy Tail and Rave Master and Eden Zero. He also did a couple other ones, but this is another work that he did. It's just a 2-book series. I really wanted to get this one. It's been on there for a while. Whenever I kind of got into Fairy Tail, I probably got up to like volume 30 something, and I found that one, and I kept seeing it, and I was like, oh, okay, well then I saw that it was written by Hiro Mashima, and I was like, oh, I want to read this, but I kept kind of holding off, and so that's kind of another thing with this box. It was kind of at the point where I was tired of holding off, and I decided to get. So, Though You May Burn to Ash, Volume 3. This one is wrapped, so it's probably not meant for young viewers. I feel like a young viewer, so don't worry about it. We won't tell Mom and Dad. Then this one, my buddy will be very envious of me. One in particular, just saying. I'm going to show the back first before I show the front because he's going to flip crap. So Radiant, this is one I pre-ordered it like a long time ago. I actually have been waiting for that one, and I think it was supposed to come in my last box order, but it got held off for some reason, so I was like, and then when I found out it was going to be in this one, I was like, oh boy, I can't wait. A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School, Volume 4. This is another one I'm kind of chomping at the bit to read because it kind of looks familiar, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Hopefully we can figure that out. This is one I'm definitely going to have to catch up on because, well, just catch up with this volume. I'm up to date on the series. But Yokai Girls, this is Volume 4. If you know some of the crazy stuff that's been going on with it, it is a good one, even though it is kind of harem-based and, you know, pervy, I guess. Sketchy. What words we can put with it, you know. Oh, man. So this one, I really need to catch up on it because I have the Volume 2 series sitting beside me, staring at me. And that is Glossium. Ooh, look. Glossium 2 over there. This is Volume 3. I need to get caught up on it. But yeah, this is Glossium Volume 3. And that is the Bruce Lee kind of look-alike guy, the dragon there. If you know about that series at all, they always have all the people look like somebody either in history or something like that. They like based all the characters off of people that were in society and all that. So, this one just had a little nick on the spine. Nothing too bad. I'm gonna wait and show you that one when I find the other one in here. So, Children of Wells. This is Volume 6. Need to read this one to get caught up. This story keeps unfolding better and better. If you know anything about it, in one of the last ones, if I'm spoiling it for you, I'm sorry. But think about Battleship. It's not going to ruin like a lot for you. You know it's going to happen because they tell you like right off the bat. But think about like the game Battleship. That's kind of what they play in it a little bit. So one of the battleships got sunk. You know, now there's, I guess, like 7 more they have to do or something like that. This one, though, is unraveling very, very nicely. I do enjoy this one. And we do have the one eye patch guy that's the captain of the guard in this on the back. So he's a pretty good character. Move that one over. This one, I believe it's the last one of the series. Let me look. I talked to somebody about this, and I can't remember if they told me this was the last one or not. I don't believe so. I think it's the next one. If you know about this, comment below, though. I'm happy to get this one. I also want to start it because it's also wrapped. This is Ubelblatt Volume 10. I pre-ordered this one when I got the other Ubelblatts right there. I can't remember who I bought it from, but thanks again. I'm really glad that I got those from you so that I could continue the series. So that's Ubelblatt Volume 1, or Volume 10. I'm going to go ahead and put the box over here because we don't need it anymore. And for the last one that is over here that I got, this one's got a little spine damage too. I'm just glad it's not like a heck of a lot. I mean, you can kind of tell why it gets that, but you know, it's not like super bad. Not super bad at all. I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, and I've seen some of you guys get this. That's one of the reasons why I can't wait. And I like I said, this is the series I've walked into. If you've seen one of my Barnes & Noble videos, I went in, I let you know, like, hey, I didn't buy this series because it was ripped on the back and stuff like that. Well, I really wanted it, and everywhere I went either didn't have it, it was damaged some way, and I was so upset about it. So I was like, well, I'll put it in my cart, I'll think about it, and then I just didn't have time to include it in some of my orders. So it like got added and taken out maybe 15 times from my cart, you know, between getting pre-orders or getting actual orders that I was going to receive like automatically. So finally this one was included with it. So Time Killer was the first one that was in that, and Monster Soul were the next two, volumes 1 and 2 of that. This is the third series in that order that I placed to get all three of these, to get caught up and actually have stuff that I wanted to read that I've been looking forward to for a while. You know, that I was just taking out of my cart for some reason or another. And now, you know, like I said, I bit the bullet and was like, I'm getting these, don't worry about it, I'm getting them. So and that is Planetes Volume 1 and 2. I've been wanting to read this one for a little while, like I said. So if you do remember that video, I think it was Volume 2, but Volume 2 down here was ripped about right here and went up to about right here underneath this ship. I was so upset about it. I was like, I really wanted that series. I could have bought Volume 1, but I was like, no, I'm getting them both together because I don't want to read Volume 1 and then be upset I didn't get Volume 2. So that was kind of the whole thing with that I kind of figured I'll wait and I will get them before I read them. I'll get them both together. So now I got to find room for these on my shelf too with some of the other ones. Hopefully I can divvy these up better. So Planetes Volume 1 and 2. And this is from the second box. Ubelblatt 10. Children of Wells 6. Let me turn that around. Gaussian 3. Yokai Girls Volume 4. A Terrified Teacher at Ghoul School Volume 4. Radiant Volume 1. Though You May Burn to Ash Covered Volume 3. Monster Soul 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, they're so heavy. The Ancient Magus Bride Volume 9. So now you guys can see where they're. Dragon Ghost House Hunting Volume 1. To Love Rue Darkness Volume 6. Is it wrong to try and pick a girl up in a dungeon? Odd Days of Goddess. I think that's just a one shot. Tomochan is a Girl, Volume 1. And Time Killers, the complete short story thing from Kazui Kato. So, there we go. I can put some of these back on my shelf though. So we're going to split those up because there's some of these I'm going to get to like fast for reading, and some of these I'm going to have to hold off on. So, you know, if you see some of these on my shelf, you'll be like, oh yeah, you know, that's probably one he's not going to get to just yet. Glossium is up here. So Glossium is one I need to get caught up on. Blatt is up there. I need to get caught up on that. I'll probably wait on Planetest just for a little while, but I hope to be reading this one pretty soon. Those are some pretty thick copies of that too. And out of this, Grand Blue Dreaming. So these are the ones I'm going to try and get caught up on and move forward. That way I can get the rest of mine down, so I can start on these new ones. I'll probably do a thing for you guys to decide. I'll pick like 5 volumes and, you know, say, or like a couple polls. I'll do a couple of those, and I'll put ones that kind of go together in a way and say, you know, which one of these 5 should I read? Post a second video. Which one of these 5 should I read? And maybe do that maybe for like 5 videos so that I can read 5 different series. You know, hopefully they're not all just like huge, gigantic series. But yeah, so Golden Kamuy, Nico Gahara, and Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu. Those are ones I'm going to try and catch up reading or start reading. Dragon Ghost House Hunting, Monster Soul, Radiant, Yokai Girls, and Children of Wells. Catch up on and start. There's those. So that is how they're kind of split up for me. Anyway, guys, I hope you'll comment down below. Let me know which one of these you like. If you've read any of them before, if you're excited that they just came out, Radiant, Amaskio J, calling it now. If he doesn't put a comment down below, I will be shocked. He might put a, you know, Bizarre might put a comment down because of this comment and bring it up. So, I don't know, maybe. We'll have to check that out. But, yeah, comment down below. Tell me what you think about any series. If you're reading them too, what you like about them. Anything else. If there's any of these new ones that I showed that you're waiting to get, or you want to know anything about them, different stuff like that. I may also do, guys, besides like what I said, I may do a kind of like a shout out to the series whenever me and Amaskio J do like live stuff, so that you guys can ask me there before I do like a manga review. We'll just have to check it out, because I know it's going to be crazy, because just series, not individual volumes, individual series though, with them being on hiatus, and they might be 1 volume or 2 volumes, something really low. You know, I have about 500 series, so I mean, you know, and that's easy to catch up on, guys. Just buy the first series of 500 series, you know, and you'll be at 500 series. But yeah, so I can catch up on that and let you guys know, like, hey, this series is good, all that other stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, let me know below if there's one of these series that you've already read and you like. Let me know if there is a series that you anticipate you might like. We can kind of talk about that a little bit if I've read it. And, you know, if there's a series of this that I told you that I've already caught up on and that you would like to read or anything like that. So hopefully I only have about 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I only have 11 volumes that I actually need to put on the shelf back here, and hopefully I'll be able to get to those soon and read them. You know, the rest of the shelves, though, I need to sort through, hopefully, so I can add this other stuff into it. So we'll have to wait for Bizarre Individual to get here for that, though. Anyway, though, thanks for watching, guys. Super excited. And the other good thing is, okay, so how many did I say was over here? 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 20. I lied. There's 21. I forgot I put Glossium over here. So there's 21. That means we are 21 books closer to doing the manga collection. I believe we are short. We're either short 100 or 125. I forgot my calculations the last time. I wrote them all down for y'all, and I haven't looked at them in a while, so I need to go back and figure that out. But yeah, like I said, I'm waiting to have, you know, the right number in hand before I do the video. So we'll be getting there hopefully pretty soon. Especially, I think I'm going to pick and put kind of a bigger order in this coming weekend. So hopefully we'll get some good stuff with that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Jen Graves, and I think I'm going to go take a shower. I got home from working all day, and I know I feel like I've been sweating the whole time, and you can kind of see I've gotten burnt just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. But anyway, I'm Jen Graves, and I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.